Alright, update on Solana. So, we are not looking all too hot right now. I really don't like what we're seeing on Solana, and this is coming from someone who has 30% of their portfolio in Solana, and when you clicked on this video, you saw my profile pic. That is a Solana NFT. I'm a huge Solana fan. However, the price action that we're seeing right now is very, very worrying. It's not just Solana, it's the entire crypto markets. If we come over to Bitcoin before we do check out Solana, you can see a huge bearish engulfing candle. If you're wondering why we're breaking down this hard, it's because the stock market had a fake out yesterday, and then we come over to the hourly candles. This is when the stock market opened today, and as soon as it opened, we started dumping. The stock market started dumping before Bitcoin did. Bitcoin followed, the altcoin market followed, and obviously Solana is an altcoin, which followed what Bitcoin did. So we're now coming right back down to this triple bottom that we previously put in, and we were able to accurately call this first impulse because we looked at what Solana previously did. We noticed a lot of similarities where you've got a bull run, 69% correction, a triple bottom, and then a bull rally. What did we do this time? We did something very similar. You had, your bull rally, blow off top. We came all the way down, I believe it was 71, yep, 71%, so literally almost the same as the 69%. This is literally exactly what happened before, and you made a triple bottom structure and you were out of here, and we had a big rally. Now we're coming down. Now we're going to have to call this a quadruple bottom if we do rally out of this, and quadruple bottom does not roll off your tongue like the triple bottom. It is very, very worrying what we're seeing right now. You can see bearish momentum was recently resetting itself, and now it's accumulating back to the downside. So some very worrying signs that we are witnessing right now in Solana. If we pull up the Sol BTC pair over here, actually let's check out our oscillators. Your oscillators on Solana USD are completely oversold right now. However, I don't feel like it'd do you much justice by saying the oscillators are oversold, so we must go up. I really don't think that's the case, because Bitcoin is oversold and Bitcoin looks like it wants to push all the way down to 33,000. If Bitcoin needs to move to 33,000, it needs another 8% drop. I definitely do imagine at least another 8 to 10% drop in Solana. I mean, Solana's down 11% today, Bitcoin's down 9.5%. It makes sense if Bitcoin needs to drop another 7 to 10% that Solana's going to drop a little bit harder. So let's look at where we absolutely need to hold for Solana, because in my opinion we could be coming down to these lower price targets. Now, it seems like the triple bottom isn't going to play out. Well, it already hasn't played out because we've come back to it, but Solana is still macro bullish as long as you stay above this 786 Fibonacci at $72. This is your most macro level in the sand. If Solana breaks below this level, we're probably entering a bear market, and there's honestly not much else to it. I'm a huge Solana bull, but I'm looking at the data objectively and it is looking quite shaky right now. This was a very nice rally. However, you can see you got rejected at your 618, we broke up, got rejected from your 0.5, broke down, got double rejected from your 618, and now we're heading down. It honestly looks like we're heading right down to the 786 fib. I'm not selling any Sol. The Solana that I hold is personally a long-term trade. I have all my Solana staked, so even if I wanted to unstake, I couldn't. And actually, I could have unstaked earlier because the epoch was a couple of hours ago, but I didn't want to unstake. I didn't want to sell my Solana. I'm not planning on selling any of my Solana. I am holding it for much higher price targets. Now, we can break down, let's be honest, we're looking at the daily. You've recently got rejected from your EMA ribbons only today. On the 4 hourly, you recently had a fake out on the EMAs and broke down. So it's very simple. Looking at Solana on the daily time frame, I don't think we ever successfully flipped the EMAs. Let's see. No, we never successfully flipped the EMAs. And what do I mean by a successful flip? Because a lot of people think breaking above it and rallying and then back testing it and having a bump like this is a successful retest. In my opinion, that's not a successful retest. A successful retest is a breakout, you come back down, you back test, then you push up and break above the previous invalidation point. And why does that part matter? Well, let me show you. Previously, we've done this before. We did this only a couple of weeks ago. We broke above the EMAs, they flipped bullish, which is good in itself, but as you can see, we broke above, we back tested, and you had a baby bounce. You did not take out the invalidation point, so the EMAs were not flipped. We broke back below the EMAs. Looking at this on the daily time frame, the daily EMAs perfectly define the downtrend. So if I wasn't already in Solana and I was looking to buy Solana, would I DCA today? No, I wouldn't. I would be waiting for a breakout of these EMA ribbons. I'd simply be looking for them to get flipped and break above the previous invalidation point. That is honestly all I see for Solana. Solana, in my opinion, does have a very high likelihood of coming down to $72. Like I said, I will not be selling. Looking at the Sol BTC pair, still exceptionally bullish, still holding in there. You're holding your 786 from your micro impulse. Zooming out, you've only just kind of broken below your 0.5 fib. You're above your 618, so Solana priced against Bitcoin is extremely bullish. And I do think if Bitcoin does have to come down to 33,000, chop around for a couple of months or a year before we do start the next rally, then I think Solana's got some chop ahead of it, and I do think lower price targets could be in play. However, $72, huge area of support. There's a lot of selling volume coming in right now. I do expect this $80 might be tanked through, unfortunately. Like I said, wait for a breakout of the daily EMA ribbons. That's what I'd be looking for. Personally, I'm not looking to get any more Solana. I don't think I'll ever really be looking to get any more Solana, and that's not because I don't like Solana. It's not because Solana's fallen out of favor with me. It's not because I have a new favorite crypto. Well, Bitcoin is already my favorite crypto. Solana's my second favorite, but Solana takes up 30% of my portfolio, not including my NFTs. When I include my NFTs, it becomes a little bit more, nothing crazy, but you know, I hold a good amount of Solana in my portfolio already, so I'd be looking to make sure my Bitcoin bags are stacked when we are coming in these corrections. When we do have these corrections, you can see Bitcoin comes down 9%, you know, Solana down 10%, ADA down 10%, SLP 12%. Some of these are down a lot more than 10%. You can see Gala 16%, JASMY 17%, Quant 10%, DOT 12%. A lot of these coins are down. Pretty much everything is down, apart from this one crypto that I don't know why I even have this on my data, but for some reason this just has fake outs all the time. It's very, very weird chart setup. Nonetheless, that's all I see for Solana. Not looking too good right now. Very, very unfortunate what we're seeing, that we're coming back to the triple bottom. I would definitely be sitting on the sidelines. Like I said, I don't think it's the time to DCA. I think it makes sense to DCA or bulk buy after you do have a confirmed breakout. That confirmed breakout is something that has not happened on Solana since... You can see we broke back above it here, so it was confirmed on the 7th of August 2021. We entered a bullish rally at that point. As soon as you flipped and broke above the invalidation point, since then we were in a bull trend, and then we broke into the bear trend. So on the flip side of things, you know not to get bullish on Solana until the daily EMA ribbons get broken. And you know, worst comes to worst, these are going to start to head down very, very quickly. So you know, in a couple of days time, if we do break out, which I don't think we will, you know, you could be buying at $92 when the price is only at 83 right now. I think buying breakouts is a great way to get in on the start of trends, get in when things are starting to look bullish, and then you don't have to sit through all of these bearish phases. But like I said, Solana's a long-term trade for me. I'm not really worried about price action in the short term. All that matters to me is that my Solana is staked. I earn interest every epoch, which is every 2.5 days approximately, 2.5 to 3 days approx. But yeah, like I said, I'm not unstaking, I'm not selling Solana. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it would be kind of tempting to pick up some if we do go to much lower price targets, but I would definitely have to stick with what the chart tells me, and that tells me that Solana would not be bullish until we flip the daily EMAs. That's really all I've got for Sol. Once again, huge fan of Sol in the long term. I don't think Sol is going anywhere in the long term. However, in the short term, we might have some more turbulence. That's all I've got for Solana. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out, and most importantly, peace.